Ha! What's going on? It is I. Hey, why just not working? Oh, there. Make sure everything is copacetic. Day 3 in the readathon. So, come on in, everybody. Just getting started. How's everybody's? Happy Tuesday, happy Mars Day. I am a Martian, so it's like one of my days. Bendiciones to you, Rauka. What's happening? Yeah. Hope y'all, like I said, have had a great day. I got a little something to share for you guys in just a second. It's a little prosperity magic, if you like. I would give credit to who shared it with me, as far as like someone shared a video with me, but I could say this. I always like good things, with any type of spells, you never know. For one, I've noticed that, like, I don't think there's a spell necessarily that works every time, all the time, for everybody, because it depends on the person. Also, you can cock block your magic. But like I said, I'm going to give you guys something in just a second. And what we're also going to do is we're going to be continuing the readathon. Okay, so if you want to get ahead in the line already, if you have, like, if something's been bugging you, you need some clarity on something, maybe you want to see if you're going to get confirmation on something. So what you did was you happily sent your little 25 to paypal.me/Shango Ray or $Ray Shango. You were made a VIP. The velvet rope was taken off and you was pulled into the back. Treated like the royalty that you are. You asked your question and got the information, the specific information that you needed to hear right now. And now things have already begun to change, just because the cymatics of the words are already bubbling around. I changed my cards up too. We're going to flip the Spanish deck. We got the good old Pittman deck. I love Pittman cards. They're pretty creative. And I just randomly picked this one. I don't know what we're going to do with that. But for those of you, okay, so one of the things, it's a very simple. If you need some money, some quick money, of course, the best way is just to be the person who always has money, who always has more money than your needs, who always has a surplus of money. Be that identity, so that way you don't have to do fucking spells all the time. We're not here to always just be doing spells. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a major problem in my specific system of sorcery. We're gonna be addressing that, and that's why I keep talking about this shit, like who's casting the spell. But nonetheless, don't let me get on a tirade here. So this is the spell. This is what you do. All right, I'm gonna kind of add my little twist to it. All right. Hey, Mahogany Brown, what's going on? See, everybody rocking their eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Throw up your eyes of destiny, baby. You know what I mean? I like that. And also, you know what? Before I give it up, if you're gonna do this quick and easy money spell, I want you to throw up a money tongue emoji, as we say, because we speak money and money listens. All right. So throw up your money emojis in the chat real quick. Let's give this a second here. I'm about to give you something. A friend of mine sent me this, so I'm gonna pass it along. I don't know the original source. I believe it's I think it might be Haitian voodooish. The person that I seen in doing it, I believe, was Haitian. So see, Rauka, I love a goddess who fucking listens. Yes. Once again, you want this money spell? Put in your money tongue emojis. Your tongue is money, right? Should be. Put in your money tongue emoji. I know there's 5 of you now, so I need to see 5 money tongue emojis up in this bitch. You know, never mind. I don't know if can y'all hear that, but you know how when you're walking in a movie theater and you hear just the boom of like the bass from the movies and shit? Bodhi Mommy, hey, Bodhi Mommy, remind me to get to your question. I think you put a question on one of the videos or something here. I think today. Just hold on. Anyways, yeah, just put some money tongue emojis. Put your money tongue emojis because I'm about to give you something that could help you change the course right now, and it's definitely gonna help you get some money within 3 days. So go ahead. See, that's why I like that. Mahogany brown. That's right. There you go. 5 representing change too. See what I'm saying? I like that. Kimmy Moses. How you doing, Kimmy Moses? Okay. So you were looking for the live body? Is that what it was? They kind of placed my lives like in a weird thing. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, Kimmy Moses? I'm about to give out a little money spell here. So go ahead and put some money tongue emojis. You want that money tongue emoji up in the chat. I'm doing phantasmic. All right. That's what I'm doing. And I'm glad to hear that you're doing fantastic too. This is so simple and very powerful. There you go. Oh, Kimmy Moses coming with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another mystic number like that. Love it. Okay, so I'm just going to drop it on you. It's very simple. Bodhi Mommy, see, there we go. There we go. Let's fill the chat with that wealth, currency, money energy. Definitely. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. I don't know if y'all prefer me just tell you or have props, but in this case, I'm just going to tell you because it's that simple. All right. You are going to take your hand. I know I can hear it. Which hand? All right. Since you want to draw something, you're going to be using both hands, but all right, let's just say you're left. I'm a left-handed person, so, besides left is your receiving hand. Okay, so you're going to take your hand and you are going to put a nice size pinch of rice. Okay, white rice. It could just be plain white rice. Boom, put that in your hand. Then you're going to take guitar. I like that too. And my bottom bitch, the like button, she wants me to let you know she got a thing for you. She likes that. Then you're going to take a big pinch of sea salt. I would suggest kosher sea salt if possible. But if you just have regular kind of sea salt, just use what you got. It's the intention behind it that makes it magical anyways. Only us lefties are in our right mind, as they say. So you're going to take that sea salt and you're going to put that in your palm as well. So now you got a palm of rice and sea salt. You're going to take your other hand and you're going to put it there and you're basically going to mimic like washing your hands. Okay. Now, let me stop here because you actually want to do this outside. Okay. You want to do this outside. If you have a favorite tree, do it by the favorite tree because I'm going to tell you what you're going to do right after you're doing it. So you're concentrating. You're already the person who I have the money. You're feeling the relief of the surplus. Think of when you have more than you need, when you have surplus. You notice you kind of spend less than when you're always pinched. You know what I'm saying? Like when, let's say, for some of you, like after taxes, I know some of y'all go crazy after taxes, right? Or when you get your taxes, but the for the time that you have that surplus, like you could be doing a lot of shit and you just choose not to. And you're like, yeah, I could go here and I could go there. It's like, but I don't want to. Like, it's not a big thing. Versus when you don't have anything, or you're like broke, or you know what I'm saying? You like really want and lust after everything. Like, fuck, I really want to go get a pizza. I really want to do this. I really want to do that, right? So you want to be in that surplus. Okay, we're gonna get in that surplus energy. Okay, so let's recap from here. You're outside, pick a tree. If you don't have a favorite tree, just pick a tree. Pick a tree. All right. So you don't put rice, you don't put sea salt in your palms, and now you're like, I am my surplus of money. You know what I'm saying? I command, I am my surplus of money. And you just, wash it around in your hands like this, right? So you're gonna be right by the tree, and you want to just kind of like give it to the tree. Now I took it a step further, and I give water also to my. I have certain trees that I give like gifts to. Trees are sentient fucking beings. All right, put some respect on their name. All right, so that is basically all you do, and within 3 days, you're gonna have some money. Okay, you're gonna have some money. I need to clip this and make it a short. Yeah, you're gonna have some money. So yeah, shout out to the brother who actually first filmed this. I don't even know who the fuck it was, or I'd give him credit. Somewhere on TikTok, but it's very a very powerful, and I love powerful, simplistic spells. You know, things that you could do just on the fly. Yeah, exactly. Mahogany money tree. And that is a very good place. And a money tree is a money tree, right? So not only is it literally a money tree, it's like symbolic of a money tree. Trees are stable, they grow, for sure. What is it? Slow roll for show roll. But the money's gonna come within 3 days. So if you are in a pinch and you can find yourself some white rice and some sea salt, go ahead. That's what you want to do. That's definitely what you want to do. Now you know. So pull out okay, I was like, what the fuck? The internet's acting stupid. So yeah, that's one, just a real brief one, a real quick one that you can do. And set it and forget it, baby. That's what's just set it and forget it, and watch that money come in. Watch that money come in. I know somebody who this is going to sound, but when you just stop and think about it, this person's like, I shouldn't have to work to survive. Like, I shouldn't have to work to just like do what I want to do. And they always just got fucking money. Like, they do not have a job. They don't have they don't have a business of their own, but they always are running into money. And they just do what the fuck they want. It's just another reminder that we all have these deep ingrained rules that I don't think any of us has really stopped to question, like, why. I'm not saying anything against work necessarily or whatever, but man, the worlds that can open up when you start to just even just relaxing your mind and just like opening up to the possibilities of things. Oh yeah, happy full moon, even though I don't like the moon. But Wise Fox biker shorts, Mystic Raheem. Popping. you guys could use. All right. I'm just stirring up these cards because we're gonna get into this here now in just a moment. For those who want, you know what I'm saying? I swear to God, man. I swear to fucking God, bro. Like I'm trying to be cool, right? But my neighbors, man, they must have their TV hooked and their sound system hooked to the fucking wall that we share. I got some fucking fructose neighbors. All right. And number one, like I noticed that a lot of fructose folks seem to listen to a lot of the same shit, like the same kind of music, like that dum 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 dum. Like, look, I get it. Live your life. Sometimes my apartment gets loud. Like if I have company or when I'm working out and shit like that. So like, I don't like to. I'm not that type of neighbor to like be nitpicky and shit. But like, I'm really trying not to dun these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to make it so something to engineer, you know, some type of unfortunate event that would, you know, cause them to have to move. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about snitching or anything like that, or trying to, you know, bitch and complain. I'm talking about I have to zap some motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually easygoing, live your life. Like, you know, I mean, during the day it's cool. I get it. Everyone plays their shit louder. Not everyone, but you know, when it comes like late at night and shit like that, like blood, you gotta like. I'm still considerate of my neighbors, though. You know what I'm saying? Mystic, that's gonna have to be the. You know what? Before you go and do, you're absolutely right about that. You know, and that's my mind frame, anyways. Though it's like, look, or at least turn the bass down. Just turn the bass down. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. You know, I agree. Before just jumping out the window, I agree. I agree. And then depending on their response, because they're like scared of me. You know what I'm saying? You could feel the fear, like just in passing. You know what I'm saying? Like you could feel the fear. Like I'm the guy with like crazy shit written on his door. Like, what are these weird symbols on your door? I'm the only one who got like symbols on his door and shit like that. Like, you know, people who know, they know, but those I hey what's up, Cynthia? Cynthia Mendez. My mama warned me about you Mendez's. Wise Fox said that's why I don't do apartments anymore. Nah, you know what? Yeah, you know, yeah. But that is always my thing too. Like if it can be resolved, it's just like, hey, you know, cool. But if they give me any sassafras, okay, okay, that's cool. Surprise, niggas. Yeah, that's so they're gonna actually determine how that goes. We'll put it that way. Kind of like a choose your own adventure. You know what I'm saying? You get to choose your own adventure, fam. Fam, you get to choose your own adventure, fam. Okay? That's real shit. Oh, fucking yeah. Anyhow, I think we're going to get into some Tarjeta action here. I was letting it kind of, uh, let me see here. Okay, so I think we're going to just, for those who need it, I don't like, this was kind of like a little readathon week, but if you notice, like, I don't be doing the read I don't be coming on here reading too much, but, it is what it is. So we do have the free psychic hors d'oeuvres. We do have the free psychic hors d'oeuvres, and that is a one card reading. It is free. It's just whatever message it is. Okay, it's not a question. It's not, will your dirty dick so and so be coming back? Okay, it's not any of that shit. All right, it's a one card. It's an hors d'oeuvre. Imagine me like the sorcerer at fucking Costco, like, yo, would you like an hors d'oeuvre? All right. I keep to self. They do the same. Yeah. They do the same. No run interference on what we do. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I keep to myself. Like I talk with my neighbors and shit. Like just a little bit, chit chat. I don't ever have any of my neighbors come over. Nobody's been in my house. I only have company when I want, and it's who the fuck I invite. Other than that, I don't have no company. You know what I'm saying? I don't want company. Um, and I just keep it like real chill with the neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get too much. I'm like known as like kind of Mr. Mysterious around here. You know what I'm saying? Because people be wondering, shit. But hey, I just keep to myself. I'm friendly, I'm cool, but I just keep to myself. You know, I don't want to. Yeah, I've had a couple. Well, I've had a couple women romantically interested, and believe me, I've thought about it. I've thought about it, but nah. I just look at any possible outcomes, and I don't take no chances when it comes to the peace of my motherfucking sanctuary. I don't want no problems, no drama where I stay. Your place wherever you stay should be your fucking sanctuary. If the world's going to shit, you should at least be able to come into your home or whatever. If you're renting a room, then that's your sanctuary. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So you're right, mahogany, exactly. You know what? I would beg to differ. They do know, like they can sense, like I don't know, like they know, like everyone around here knows not to fuck with me. Period. Just don't fuck with me. Even though I'm usually I got a smile on my face. Uh, I feel pulled to use this deck. I haven't used this deck in a long time, so we'll just do this up. Okay. All right. And the only other thing about apartments too that like it's always kind of bugged me out is you could be really, you could take care of your place. You can and just be careful with like certain things. You know what I'm saying? Just and somebody else, a couple apartments down or whatever, could be a total fucking idiot and like catch their whole shit on fire, and then now like you know that could possibly be something for you, and it's like you had nothing to do with that at all. That part is like the part that was really uh, right on, Kimmy Moses, little Kimmy Moses, little Kimmy Moses. All right, yeah. So, biker shorts. Go ahead and just take a nice deep breath, would you? I will do the same. Okay. Let's just relax and ground, shall we? Shall we just relax and ground now? Okay. Mm. I do have indigenous up in this mix here, Kimmy. Yes, I do. Oh, Kimmy Spice and everything nice. All right, biker shorts, one band, one sound. All right. for biker shorts. What is the one card today? What is the psychic hors d'oeuvre? Welcome to Costco. May I get you an hors d'oeuvre? Man, whoops. You know what? Go. Back over here. All right. Yeah, internet was tripping. Just gonna go off of my little phone data for now. All right. Biker shorts. We were saying, okay? We were saying. All right. Here we go. They're all nice and cleaned up. What is the message for biker shorts? Speak now, loud, clear. All facts, no thanks. mm. You know, I'm getting one thing. I'm getting a sense from you. I feel like in some ways you feel like you're being torn between two things. Like if I took a sheet of paper and was just like, shh, uh, I am feeling like though that your spirit is calling you to divorce yourself from something or to, as they used to say, to like cut it out. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely something. The theme here is like divorce, all right, or divorce, right? So that's one of the themes that I'm getting for you, biker shorts. Let me see if there's anything. Here's your card, by the way. I don't know if you can see that. And it is reversed. It is reversed, biker shorts. Back out. We're just getting warmed up here, folks. So yeah. Hey, I'm buffering. Oh, you guys are buffering too? Maybe it's because I'm buffering. You know, as long as it makes sense to you, biker shorts, that's really all that counts. I personally don't know what the fuck this means. I just know the feeling that I get. Like the first impression though that I got was like, in a way, like you're being, I don't know, like fucking pulled apart. You know what I'm saying? Like pulled between. It could be two situations. It could be two different things, and this might even be in also a financial manner as well because we are talking about diamonds. You know. But also to me, I'm getting the sense of like, yo, this is happening because like you need to like end a contract of sorts, and I'm saying that like more metaphysically, but that could be taken literally as well. All right, keep them hands up. Keep them hands up. Put them back up. Tell her to put a hand emoji in comments as soon as he is done. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's my pet name. That's my nickname for her. You know, that's my love name for her because she knows why. Your job is contracted. Oh shit, and I uses the word contract as well. All right, all right, Mystic. Y'all don't worry, keep it coming. I will get to you. Oh, I'm gonna get to you. What's the word for Mystic? What is the word for Radio Raheem? What's the word for Radio Raheem? Loud and clear. Loud and clear. What you got? Just a second. Yeah. All right. You know, Radio Raheem, I feel like you've been, I'm getting like two things, and I don't really know what it means, but fuck it. I'm just gonna tell you how I get it, you know. Hey, Cynthia, I like that. You see, she coming with the pink hand. Number one, you've dealt with like depression like in a real fucking way. And in some senses, I feel like you're kind of like dip, like your pinky toe is kind of dipped in that right now too. Or I just feel like I feel a heaviness with you as far as like at least that's what I'm being shown, you know. And I'm also getting something about your family, a family disagreement, family. I don't know if it's more. I'm feeling more so. I'm kind of leaning to where it's like I see like there's like some bad energy between possibly multiple family members and yourself. I suggested you find. Okay, all right. Well, that's what I'm getting here, brother. All right. So yes, um, I don't know what it is. Something I'm feeling something with family though too. All right. Now this can also be something like they say. You know, the thought forms can be transferred, obviously, generationally. So I don't know if others in your family deal with that, but yeah, okay, something. Yeah, so that's what it is, though. It's more so thought form. That's really what I that's where I was getting to with this. The other side of that, though, you know, I guess it's about identifying. You don't even need to identify origins, to be honest, to get rid of something. But yeah. Well, do what you got to do for that, sir. I'm gonna switch up. I'm gonna go to these cards now. All right, go ahead and let's get another hand or so. You gotta put it right at the bottom. I just keep going. I don't scroll back in the chat looking for hands. If you like a psychic hors d'oeuvre, put a hand emoji in the chat, and I will be glad to let you try one. My hors d'oeuvres are like a particular kind of narcotic where it's like, oh, you little bump. You know what I'm saying? Kimmy Moses, Kimmy Spice. What is the message for Kimmy Spice? What is the message for Kimmy Spice? What's the message for Kimmy Spice? And like I said, if you see yourself right now, like, look, I want to be a VIP. I actually have some specific shit that I want you to delve into. Shango fucking right. Then what you want to do is just go right here, shoot that little $25 tithing offering to paypal.me/Shango Ray or $Ray Shango. Kimmy Moses, you're up. Yeah, those are my hors d'oeuvres. They're like little bumps. Little, we said kibbles and bits. You know what I'm saying? Little kibble and bit action going on. Why is my phone not charging? There it is. All right. Needs it charged. Okay, Kimmy Moses, let's get it. What's the message for Kimmy Moses? Here, what do we got? Yay, Kimmy Moses, Kimmy Spice. Kimmy, yo, like, what have you been worried? You have been worried about something. I'm glad you're doing good now, but you have been worried about something. There's something you continuously, recursively return to worrying about. We need to figure this shit out. All right. I ain't even gonna lie. The energy of a three-party type of situation is presenting itself, Kimmy Spice. All right. This could be unknowing. The world of the weight feels like it rests on my shoulders. Okay. I can see that. And I mean, quite frankly, I can kind of feel that, you know. I don't want to feel anybody's shit too much. You know what I'm saying? But like, I get enough to where as I get the transmission, so they say. Oh, fucking matter. Anyway, so I do have to tell you this. And if this is not necessarily the case at this moment, I feel like I said if, then you will soon to be like somewhat involved in this kind of this. I feel the energy of a three-party type of situation. All right. Just be mindful of that. Not your brother. Yeah, but I definitely feel the worry, especially at night. Especially at night. Manifesting King. I think we're gonna see what's going on with you. What's the word for the manifesting king? What is the word for the manifesting king? What is the word for the manifesting king? Stopwatch, blue hand timer. Manifesting king, I think you should already know this. There's somebody around you keeping some type of information. They are, we'll say it like this. Somebody is deceiving you by way of not disclosing things or giving of half truths. And around these parts on Shango Ray TV, we have a saying that a half truth is a whole lie. Okay. I don't know if there could also, hold on. And I'm also seeing some type of concern about either work or a health or physical related situation or something physical or work related. Okay. But the main thing, the headline here is someone's trying to pull the wool over your eyes by like withholding information purposely. Okay. Just give it, speaking of kibbles and bits, they're giving you what they want to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Just a moment, people. Just a moment. I'm going to stop doing this shit because...
Beatrix Biotch here. No time for bullshit. Ladies, you know you want Shango Ray to make that burning question of yours squirt the sweet nectar of truth. Well, now you can. Come over and over to the conclusions you really need in this time when you ask Shango Ray now. I'm looking at the screen, and girl, that bitch is starting to fill up, so get your question in now. Fellas, you got questions too. It's all good. Just send your $25 or more donation to paypal.me/Shango Ray. You can also drop it in my daddy's Cash App at $Ray Shango.
Where was we? Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the comments here. And we have, see, even manifesting king is like true. So you already had a sense of that then, didn't you? Well, I'm happy that, if you're like, let's just see if I can I don't want to be tripping, right? Am I tripping? Whatever. Well, consider me a reflection of you, of your intuition, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's do a specific question. All right, there's 12 in the chat. Let's do a specific question. So if you'd like to dive into a specific question, I will sponsor your specific question. Okay? How am I paying for it? With my fucking energy. All right? So if you'd like to go ahead and just fucking type your question in the goddamn chat. How about that? Just do that. All right? We're going to use the fucking Spanish deck. If you have a specific question on your mind. Ooh, yeah, that was a good one. Shit. So go ahead. Please don't make me just sit here and stare at you. I know some of you are slow typers like myself, so I will take that into account. Okay. You have a question. I'm opening the door real briefly right the fuck now. Keep it going. Let's get some more. Let's get some more in here. All you fucking Lurkeishas, I know you got a fucking question about some shit. So put that in the chat too. Y'all just love to look at you some Papa Shunkito and not do a fucking thing. Wheel. Kimmy, I'm gonna put like a little timer on it, you know what I'm saying? If nobody else asks anything, but I'm just gonna keep it open because then if I like to have a few questions and I can kind of just be like, why is this guy blue? Sometimes family is the fucking worst. ERM? What does that mean, buddy? Mm. Is my business partner going to pay me back? You know what, Manifesting King, I love it for especially if I'm sponsoring them. I love yes or no questions. So I'm gonna fuck with you on this one, bro. I'm gonna fuck with you on this one. We're going there. All right. So go ahead, just get yourself comfortable real quick, because we really want to connect for this one. All right. So go ahead and just gaze into this eye. Just loosely place your vision. I'm not saying super stiff, right? Almost like you got 180 degrees of vision, but you happen to be looking at this fucking eye. And go ahead and just take a nice deep breath in. Relax your belly, like breathing from your belly. You know what I'm saying? And just fill your lungs all the way to the top. And when you've done that, just hold it for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and just release that with a sigh. Releasing all tension, stress, opening your fucking mind. Initials, body, I'm not following. I'll get back to that. All right, so go ahead and just kind of even turn that question in your head. You know what I'm saying? Is manifesting king business partner going to pay him back? Remember also, I'm tapping into your energy. So the answer is based on your energy. If you do not like the answer, change your energy. Nothing is written in stone. All right. Is manifesting king in alignment to get paid back by his partner? All facts known and unknown. All facts, no cap, please. Thank you. One shuffle is going to do this. One shuffle will do ya. All right. I will give 7 cards for this answer, though we could just do this with 3. But still, I can already see the conflict as well about this. And the business partner, shit. This was probably discovered in a very abrupt way also. God damn, blood. You got 2 upside down, what would be known as jokers. Oh no, that's not a joker. It's a Spanish thing. Sir, as of right now, I am getting a no. I'm getting a no for that. I'm going to just show you your cards. Here's the fucking conflict. There was a, dare I say, a blowout. You know what I'm saying? Over this shit. I wouldn't be surprised if it almost came like an altercation. You know, this card is very, very, very whatever. Here would be like what's considered the Joker to me. Joker energy, anyways. Reversed. 3 of clubs. Worry and lying again. You know what I'm saying? 4 of spades. Sabotage. This is also, to me, also what I like to refer to as a coffin card. 10 of hearts. Reversed. This has done quite. This has been doing a job on you, sir, emotionally too. And then we have 3 of cups, excuse me. I keep saying hearts, but whatever. And in the outcome position, look what you got. A 10 of swords. Bro, you may need to do some manifesting with this shit, all right? I would suggest, number 1 off the top, we got to stop looking at the outside circumstances. You got to go within on this if you want your money back from this situation, or the money to come in, it just comes in somehow and it automatically like replaces it. Either or, I'm sure, but I'm pretty sure it's also a principle thing with you, like, because I'm definitely getting, like, to quote everybody on the Martin show, somebody was living foul, you know, somebody, this definitely a lot of fuckery here, fuckery energy, all right? But yeah, as it is now, though, if we kept going in this direction, in the same energy, you ain't going to see that from him, all right? So your outside world right now is the fucking screen, right? You are the projector. So we need to change the film, bro, off of what we're projecting. And however you do that, go ahead and do that, because as of right now, though, it's not looking good at all. I'm gonna mix these up. So if you like your own question, if you want to be VIP, have your question answered first. Go ahead and drop it. You know what? I'm going to take your question on, Bordy, just because you've been so good to us. Period. Let me wash these cards. I'm like a DJ. We're gonna do a special request. All right, buddy. So we're gonna put you up here. I like that, and thank you also for making a nice yes or no question. All right. Remember, you will determine the outcome by what you feel to be true. Another way of saying that is by what you know to be true. The thing is, you can change what you know. I will always advocate, and I do this with love, we need to stop looking at things as though it's happening to us and see ourselves as the all in all. We are the cause as well. We're the cause and the effect. All right. So just please keep that in mind because it's the absolute fucking truth. I'm not steering you wrong. I'm steering you right. All right. Yeah, you definitely been stressed out about that. I seen that, Manifestation King. But you know what to do now. You gotta how would you feel? What would you be thinking in your head, feeling, saying to yourself if you finally got this money back? For one, you probably be like, well, phew, I'm glad I'm out that situation. I ain't ever fucking with that dude again. But there would be a sense of relief, right? And relief to me is also like a release. Whatever tension and anxiety, fear you might have had before, like it just dissipates. Just from the fact it dissipates, you automatically feel better. You know what I'm saying? So you need to start tapping into that. Like you can change. This is my point. It's not a death sentence. I'm just telling you what it is based off of, like I took a snapshot of your energy right now. Okay, based on the energy right now, but you can change it. All right, buddy. Me out a walk. Diosa. All right. Go ahead and fix your vision just loosely on to the eye. All right. Now go ahead and just take a nice, slow, deep breath in all the way to the top. Hold it for the count of 3, 2, and 1. And just go ahead and release that with a sigh, opening your mind, clearing the way for clarity. What's up, Willie Young Grab Bag? Welcome, sir. All right. Time is at 8:49. We got about maybe another 15 to 20 minutes here. So for those who really want to take advantage. All right. The door is open. Walk through it. So based off of all factors known and unknown, will Bordy Mommy's finance get better? Based off her current energy right now, will the finances improve? Will her finances improve? Will her finances? All facts. Just a moment. Okay, off the top. Off the top. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Let me show you. Actually, why don't I pick them up? I'll just show you like this. This is the one you want. 10 of coins. All right. Followed by the 7 of coins. 2 sevens here next to each other. 7 of swords. Eight of hearts. This to me is reflecting your emotional, I guess you could say, reaction to what's been going on as far as your finances are concerned. 3 of coins. You got the caballo, the 11 of swords, and finally the 6 of coins. So definitely, I definitely got to guess. Like I said, if you really want to even expedite this, all right, you, I would say that, this sounds so fucking simple, and I know, and I'm not trying to be like that, but it actually is simple. You know, I want you to start telling yourself already, like, my finances are improving every day. I don't care what the fuck is going on. I don't care if you get a bill tomorrow, like cancel, cut, clear, delete on that, but or something like that. Don't let yourself go down the drain off of these events that are going on in your life. And I know that that can be more difficult for others because a lot of us could be hardwired to just be so reactive to the three-dimensional world. But I'm telling you, you got the power, you got the ability. And, truth be told, we cause our own financial problems. I'm not here to lie to you. All right. I also gave a spell out earlier. So if you want to use that in conjunction with what I'm telling you, just to get momentum and things of that nature. But I do see that happening. I also see it happening more so in a incremental way, which is good in my opinion, because sometimes when a lot comes real fast, depending on the person, a lot can go real fast after too. So I would suggest, but yes, definitely. Even as of right now, you asking, it's definitely going to improve. Promise you that. But we can make this a whole lot sweeter. You can. Does that make sense to you? Okay, good. It's definitely going to happen though. But you are being urged to tap into your spirit and to that's where your power is at. You know what I'm saying? Oh fuck. What did I just do? Damn, I think I totally fucked this up. Hold on. I grabbed the wrong deck. Yeah. All right. Okay, buddy, but yeah, you got it. You just got to know you got it, though. Sometimes we got to take the time to be telling ourselves that, even if our body doesn't feel like it's true, or the moment we're like, you know what, I got this. And then you hear the little bullshit voices. So what? So fucking what? This is what it is. Why? Because I said. Hey, have a good night, Kimmy Moses. But there were things inhibiting. Okay, yeah, that's not going to be an issue for you. That's not going to be an issue for you. What's going on, Kamira Davis? Yeah, you got it though, boy. You're the one with the power. This is your experience. You know what I mean? And for those of you who really want to, like I said, I'm doing a couple of these, but like I'm not just. If you would like to get your own question answered, I'd be so happy to do it. All right. And most of you have heard this saying. Besides when I sponsor questions or when we have others sponsor questions, you know, it's customary. And it's not just customary because every reading is an energetic exchange. Unless you've done this shit, you probably wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be a VIP, this is what you want to do right here. See the bottom of your screen? Read that. Reading is fundamental. All right. We are going to diverge back into, or is that the right word? We're going to get into psychic hors d'oeuvres here for just a second. All right. You know what a psychic hors d'oeuvre is? A psychic hors d'oeuvre is a one card just message to read, you know. So Lena Reem, I do welcome you. Thank you for being here. You guys would probably want to also watch this when it's done. At the very beginning of the show, I gave out a very potent and powerful and very simple money ritual that you could do. All right. It was presented to me, and you know me, I like to get in the lab, so to speak. I'm a doer. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna give you no theory shit. I'm gonna like go and do it myself, you know. So Tracy Woke. Kimmy Mendez. Hmm. The Mendezes are out today. We're gonna do a psychic hors d'oeuvre for you, Kimmy Mendez. So go ahead and just take a nice deep breath in. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Tracy. Why should you not capitalize? Why shouldn't you? Hmm? I'm not a priest. Do you see a collar? You know what I'm saying? I'm not a priest. I'm not a Catholic priest. I'm not a Christian. I'm not any like what? Yeah, duh. You know what I'm saying? I'm also a businessman. So yeah, ain't that the point of like being in business and doing businessy shit? Let me guess. You should just give away your gift for free. Right. Okay. You do that since you're so woke. All right. We have a trolley trollkin in our midst. God bless you. Hallelujah. Yeah. All right. Kimmy Mendez. Kimmy, what are we talking about, Kimmy Mendez? All right. Got you, Kimmy Mendez. There is an art and a gift to being. I'm glad you see me. I see you too, Tracy. And you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing an opinion. And you know what they say about opinions, right? They're like fucking assholes, right? Everybody got one. Okay? But here's the thing, Tracy Woke. You don't have to be here. So you can go on another channel, on another place where they're just doing whatever they're doing, and you should have a great time there. Okay? And you see me doing also free reads. So perhaps I should shut thy pie hole, okay? And just get that alone. All right? Kimmy Mendez, where were we? All right. Kimmy Mendez, Kimmy Mendez, Kimmy Mendez. What is the message for Kimmy Mendez? What is the order, the little bump for Kimmy Mendez? What is the message for Kimmy Mendez? Well, you know what, Tracy, you should practice your freedom of speech on your own channel and give all the free readings that you want since you're so mystic and you're so woke. That's what you should do, right? That's what you should do. You're like the Christians who go on to like occult broadcasts that want to talk to Jesus shit. It's like you should be on some Christian broadcasts talking to Jesus shit. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be. Why should you be scared? Kimmy Mendez. What do we got? Kimmy Mendez. What do we have? What do we have? Kimmy Mendez, Kimmy Mendez. What is the message for Kimmy Mendez? Kimmy Mendez. The way things are going. Okay, I'm going to say it like this. Tracy, we don't need your NPC ass here. Okay, you can just do whatever. Okay, mommy, just do whatever. All right. I don't want to like have to block you and shit like that, you know? So just go somewhere else. You obviously, you know what I'm saying? Just go somewhere else. You know, I didn't tell you to go fuck yourself or anything like that, but just go somewhere else. Because I'm cool like that. I don't want to have to like, you know. I know, I get it. You're like a troll though. You know, you're so woke, you're a troll. I get it. Cool. Congratulations. Kimmy Mendez. I feel like we're on the precipice here. Like I'm getting this is the theme, okay? And please, I'm not saying this to worry or I'm not saying this whatever, all right? There is I'm feeling that this is like a loss of love, if you will. This is like a loss of love. Now, in my experience, we lose like something is ending here, okay? It's actually coming through two different ways, okay? If something already hasn't ended, that is, okay? But people will leave our lives one of three ways every time, and only three ways: death, desertion, or divorce. Those are the only three ways people will leave your life. All right. So this is but this can also be related to me. The way I'm getting it also is something that you love or that you're passionate about could be ending as well. Okay. So I don't want to scare you. I'm not saying that somebody's going to necessarily transition. All right. But this is a space of endings. And it has to do with, you know, something that you would consider yourself to love. You know, you may already know this, but you know, I'm just, and even if like this is something to come in the very, you know, near future, so to speak, there is no future, it's only now. But you get what I'm saying. When it comes, it's gonna be now. Um, yeah. The other thing about it is And I don't know if you have felt this, but it's like you have, I feel like you have multiple ancestral presences like around you as well. You know what I'm saying? I know that may not have anything to do with this, but I don't know if you converse with your ancestors, speak to your ancestors, or do anything like that. You may want to. All right, just I don't know where that's coming from or why. I mean, it's always a good idea here and there. That's just me. Some people don't. That's them, you know. But yeah, this is kind of like a, if you will, we're like in a season of ending right now. Okay? And that is what I got for you. So let me take you off. All right. Hey, can you do that? What does that look like? Oh, you cannot do it. All right. All right. If you would like to get your own specific question answered, if you would like to get bumped to the front of the line, you want to follow this text right here. This is the road, the golden brick road right here. Okay, it's $25 to paypal.me/Shango Ray or $Ray Shango. All right. Let it be known. I will do another psychic hors d'oeuvre, if you will. This thing keeps wiggling around. I will do another psychic hors d'oeuvre, if you will. A little bump. If you'd like one, put your hand emoji in there. I'm going to let them, a couple of you, I know a couple of you have been waiting, whatever. Or we can just sit here and stare at each other, one of the two. We can do that too. Go ahead. I shall take a quick respite. And when you send something, let me know in the chat because sometimes my alerts don't show up. And since I'm on my phone, just had 2 losses. Okay, June 5th. Oh, shit. Well, all right, cool. I'm not cool as in I meant good that we are linked and that's, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually glad that it's not something to like expect. You get me? That's what I meant. So my condolences to you. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to you and to your fam. You know what I'm saying? That's just, yeah, it's crazy. Lena, we're gonna fuck with you. Lena Ream. Absolutely. Let this be a confirmation for comfort and for, you know, healing. Also, whatever mourning may need to take place. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hate having to say shit like that. You know, I really don't like it. I would like to have everything be popcorn and unicorns and stuff, you know. But I gotta say what I say. Cynthia Mendez, my dear, another Mendez. You Mendez is, swear to God. I always say that because I know some Mendez. So if you'd like to ask a specific, if you really want me to get into this, you've been watching us, so you know how we do our thing. Right here is the way to go. 25 to paypal.me/Shango Ray or $Ray Shango. I'll be happy to put you up front here. Let's do it. We're gonna go Spanish deck. Oh shit. I should have probably just took that card. When a card pops out, you know what I mean? But I didn't. I already put it back in the deck, so. All right, if you send that, let me know, so that way, because like I said, sometimes the alerts don't pop up on the top of my phone, and I'm broadcasting through my phone, so I don't want you waiting when you do that, okay? But I'd love to get into it with you. All righty. Yeah, we probably got it, and we probably only, I'm only gonna be here for like another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutos. All right, Lena, excuse me. Lena Reem, let's get it. What is the one card message for Lena Reem? What is the one card message for Lena Reem? What is the one card message for Lena Reem? Lena Reem, come on down. All right. You ready, Lena? I said, oh, you ready, Lena? Okay, cool. Good. Hmm. Hmm. All right, just a second. I just want a little clarification on that. Yes or no, real quick. For my own clarification. Okay. Okay, this is coming through just two ways. Make it real brief. This is the 11 of Swords, the Caballero, cowboy, right? Or the horse rider. All right, so with this card, two things kind of really popped up to me, and I'll give that to you. All right. One of them has something to do, I know it's gonna sound funny, but it has something to do with acting, right? So I'm not telling you to go be an actress, right? But although, hey, but actors in and of themselves, they do a lot of invocation. You know what I'm saying? Even like when you're invoking a character, like that's invoking, like that's very valuable in magical practices and sorcery, right? So even down to just the mundane, I will just say this, that the missing piece, I guess, for what something that you're striving for is to assume it like an actor would. Okay, so imagine whatever alternative version of yourself as being like a character, right? Even though it's not, it's you, and it exists within you right now, right? Just like all the other versions do. So I guess what I'm telling you is I'm giving you like a perspective on how to spin it that I feel will be extremely effective for you. Okay. Um, wow, buddy, you are too much, mommy. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna get with the Cynthia Mendez. Um, so that's one thing, right? Because this is also the card of the actor. Now, what you just seen me did, I did a little quick shuffle because I'm like, yo, am I tripping on that? But the other side of this is, I feel like you have some like fuckboy energy around you, okay? Or the energy of a troublemaker, okay? This troublemaker could be a fire sign, or maybe have a lot of fire sign placements, but you know what I'm saying? Like this one right here is It's not something I'm going to say that I don't ever say you should worry about something, but you should definitely keep your eye on it. Okay. This is like someone who is like known also maybe or has a rep for starting trouble, but this could potentially present a situation for you that I'm sure you want to avoid. All right. Possibly, I feel it may be connected to some type of X energy. All right. So also in the same vein, do not be surprised if a certain X pops up. All right. But that is what I have for you. Okay. Bori, again, love you so much. Thank you. Cynthia Mendez, please, give a nice thanks to Bori Mami. She just actually sponsored your question. All right. You're very welcome, Lena Reen. Now, let's rephrase the question a little bit. You said, can you tell me about my finances? Like, could you please make that a little bit more specific? And this is why your finances are going to continually rise. When you give, like, and you don't expect nothing back, like, as far as like I say, demand something back from the matrix, or as many people like to say, the universe. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it always comes back, and it comes back multiplied. Even especially if like just in your heart, when you do it, when you circulate it, which is what I do. I always just say, like, actually, I speak to the money. I say, come back, 1,000 times multiplied. Bring your friends. We're gonna have a little party. Crack. All right. So if we can do that, yeah, exactly. If we can get your question kind of reframed, can you make it a little bit more specific about your what specifically do you want to know about your finances? That would help out a lot. Specificity is important. Okay, Cynthia, waiting on you, Mama. It's funny because the way you guys structure your sentences lets me know how you think. But what about your luck? What specifically are you asking, sweetheart? Like, what about your luck? I'm very specific. It's very important how you structure things, even into your head, how you saying things to yourself. Like, it makes the difference. It's the difference that makes the difference. I'm gaming you up here. Because it's real. It's absolutely fucking true. Fuck. My goddamn thighs are starting to. I'm actually sitting on my workout bench. Tell me about my future financial luck. Okay, so I'm gonna just assume that you're asking about a brief financial forecast. Okay? Because I'm sharing this with you just to kind of like share a different perspective with even how you question or ask yourself things, right? Because the question is extremely important. Why? Whatever question you ask yourself, your mind is going to be like a heat-seeking missile and go after that. Okay. All right. Because when you said, "Can you tell me about financial luck?" I could tell you right now, number one, luck ain't got nothing to do with it, but just for just for this. Okay. But I would usually go and keep but my fucking thighs, and then pretty much my sack's about to fall asleep too. So so like in a question like that, can you tell me about my future financial luck? Like, who says you're gonna have luck? Or what people deem as luck, right? You can be your own luck, so always remember that you are your own luck. You are what creates and consistently creates whatever kind of luck, as you put it. Okay. I do like the word luck, but I don't like it because it presumes that your fortune is like out of your hands and it's just going to be something that happens to you. And that is not how it works. You are the cause. All right. So whatever effect you're getting, if you don't like it, you have to kind of say, like, okay, what am I doing? Like, especially within yourself, what are you believing about yourself? What are you believing about your finances? Or what do you know to be true? You know what I mean? We got to question these things. All right. Well, we're just going to do that. Okay. So, Cynthia, go ahead and boom. Go ahead and just gaze into the eye. Okay. Loosen your vision. It's like you're daydreaming, kind of. You know, when you daydream, you can just be staring at something like that. All right. Now go ahead and just relax your tummy and begin to breathe in from your tummy, feeling up, 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 all into your chest, all the way till you can't feel it no more. Okay? That is what she said. And when you're at the top, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and let that exhale with a nice sigh, releasing all tension. Because when you're relaxed, that's when things can get to moving. All right? Cool. So, what is Cynthia Mendez's current financial future outlook? All right. We've been on here 1 hour and 29 minutes. For Cynthia Mendez. All right. I can see a lot of blockages here. I'm getting like a lot of blockage energy here. All right. But I'll show you the cards and then we'll run through this. Okay. Just a second. Okay. All right. Now, I don't know your current situation specifically. I don't know if you're working. I don't know if you're not working. Blase. All right. Here are your cards. 2 of Swords. We have the Caballero again, reversed. I can see that you're kind of the worry wart. All right, kind of the worry word here. Another three. This is the three. I used to say three of dicks, but like, because it looks three of clubs. All right, three of clubs. We'll keep it PG. All right. So, five of clubs, three of swords reversed, four of coins, and finally, at the very, very end, we have the 10 of swords. Okay, so this is what I'm getting here, right? I do feel we're more so where this five of clubs is at right now, and we definitely do need a change of mind, a mindset. We need a mindset change here, okay? But just to answer your question and keep this real simple, all right? Because I don't want to keep saying the same shit, but it's like it really is a lot of that. But you will, I feel like things are going to kind of like get I'm gonna say it the way you would probably better understand this. Like you're gonna have a good stable, your luck's gonna stable out, right? It's not gonna happen right away. I feel there may even be some upcoming things that would trouble you about work and or health, physical things, maybe a physical something, I don't know. But I see worry about that. All right. But then I do see um, things actually started to even out. Now, it sure helps a whole lot if you know specifically what it is that you want. What do you define luck as? Like, for example, I make a certain amount more a month or something. Your what and your why is extremely important. Your what and your why will always unveil the how. And the how happens as you're just moving along. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be stuck just overthinking shit. That's not going to change anything. All right. Now, you will be happy about this one, especially too. I do feel this may be like, let's say, a 30 to 90-day process kind of thing. All right. But at the end of this road, based off your energy now, and I'm going to remind you one more time, you can change this. You can alter this. This is not stuck in stone. All right. I do see some kind of a promotion, whether it is related to something work or career related. All right. So there is a promotion. All right. Which is good. I don't know if that's also what you consider luck. Right. But I do see definitely finances stabilizing in a way that you've kind of been wanting. Right. Because I am getting like, if I look at all the cards all the way back to the first one, I'm getting a lot of like survival type of energy or survival responses, right? From your body and shit, like worrying and feeling like in fight or flight mode. You know, a lot of times, a lot of cortisol going on here also in the past. But yes, keep your mind focused on what you choose to that you want to experience and you want to create. And you know, you're the Cynthia Mendez now who's at peace. All right, who's relaxed when it comes to her finances because everything's good. All right. So I do see us getting to that point, but I feel like there could be also some little twists and turns. But even through the twists and turns, you got to keep yourself on your square as far as like, nope, this is all happening. Even if something happens, like I've had to train myself when things happen that maybe would have made me like get really pissed or have me spiraling out. Now I just look at it and I tell the situation, you're happening for me. Like this is fucking great, wonderful. Like, and it could be something that most people would be like, that's not good, that's not positive. Yeah, I know, but you don't understand what I'm doing. It's called alchemy. It's called alchemy. You know what I'm saying? So you want to move more in that type of direction, because a lot of times some of the greatest shit comes out of what at first started off to look like a major setback or loss or something like that. But that's the way this shit works. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't go off of you can't let yourself spiral. You know, you gotta take control of the wheel, of the wheel. So yeah, but that is what I see though, as far as like your outcome. And to me, it feels more like anywhere this like process of what I see now, right? But you could make this even better for yourself. All right. But if we just left everything like it is, this is how it's going to be. Now, like I said, I could see some things that may come in that are going to seem like twists and turns. All right. Don't let yourself get Don't let yourself go, don't lose it over that shit. Just say it's okay. Everything is working out in my favor, right? Fuck now. Like, mean that shit. Like, everything, no, you know what? Everything is working out. That's fine. You hear some this or that, that's fine. Whatever. Don't be so reactive, is what I'm saying. But that is what I have for you. Whew. Shit. Uh, I will never use my workout bench again to just sit here and do a show. Does that resonate with you right now? I'm not worried. Even if you said no, don't worry about it. I'm not going to be offended because it will. You will definitely know exactly what I'm talking about. But I just want to make sure that I said it in a way that you can grasp. Okay. Why? Thank you. I will just see. I'm gonna put you on the wall of fame for that, Cynthia Mendez. You've heard it here for not my words. They're her words. And once again, first and foremost, thank you for Body Mommy, for her generosity, for her one of the most beautiful hearts that consistently, always. You know what I'm saying? So yes, absolutely, I give her the credit and I give her the thanks for making this possible, because Lord knows, and I don't mean this to be facetious, but I wouldn't have even have done this if it wasn't for Body Mommy. So we all owe Body Mommy such a great thing. All right. I think, why do I always do that? I always, let me see here. All right. Yes, 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 Body. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Body. Always. And have been appreciating you for years because, we've been riding on this thing for years together. So, yeah, that's something special, too, by the way. That's one of the things that I love the most about like doing this YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, okay, so if anybody else, I'm gonna give you like 5 more minutes. If you want to get your question in, you want to be VIP, then go ahead and you do that right there. Okay? Follow this script right here. Follow Yellow Brick Road. All right. No, thank you. Thank you, buddy. Like for real. For real, for real. From mi corazón tuyo. And I mean that. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, I really fucking mean that. I really do. Well, hey, it's an honor. Okay, it's an honor. I really do. So if you'd like to get your question in, get it in. My inner fucking thighs are screaming right now. This thing is like fucking. It's not killing me. I need to watch how I structure my sentences myself. You know. Uh, we'll never be using the workout bench again to fucking sit in. That's what we won't do. All right. So if you'd like, you know what, I might do one more hors d'oeuvre. So for those of you who are floating around, go ahead and put your hand emojis. I'm gonna see who I'm led to deal with. All right. Bring them on in if you're there. If not, I will surely conclude. Okie dokie, artichoke. Bring them on in. Bring them on in. Oh. Anybody else? Out of all you Lakeishas, are we questioned out? You hors d'oeuvred out? Are you bumped out? Are you bumped out? You know, I've been wondering if I want to say this or not. I kind of think I do, though, before I leave. Why? Because I'm pretty fucking straightforward. That's why. But I don't want to seem confrontational because that's not what it's about. But I'm just going to fucking say it because it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Thank you. Please come back, buddy. You know, we're going to do it again in the next couple of days or so. I'm actually doing this because, see, I don't want to make this a fucking thing and I don't want to single anybody out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what this is about. But, and, well, I'm just going to say it like it is. And so I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to single anybody out. All right. But as someone who does this, right, I choose who I connect with as far as like, it's true. Like, you never really know who's who and what's what on these apps, right? That's what I hate about this shit. But, well, we'll just say it like this. If I know specifically, like just off the top, like there's certain kinds of energy that I don't want to connect with. Okay. I'm not going to connect with. Okay. And those kinds of energies are, and I'm going to be careful how I say this because I am on YouTube, fructose or transmission. I do not want to connect with these particular kinds of individuals if I can help it. Now, obviously, I don't know who's behind the fucking screens and stuff like that. But that is why it may seem like I'm ignoring, and I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just saying how I feel. Everybody has a right. All of them got a right to do what they want to do. Fine. That's great. I have a right with who I choose to, you know what I'm saying, actively connect with. And Shango Ray ain't down with that shit. Period. Never was, never will be. and I don't walk around hating anybody. I just like to stay. Y'all stay on your side, I'll stay on mine. A lot of them they try and like inject themselves. This is not an all-inclusive party, okay? It's not. Some of y'all I might have thought were something that you wasn't until I discovered, like, oh fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Okay, if we was on the street or whatever, I would definitely have no problem saying what I got. But like I said, because of the form, whatever, I'm going to say it in the way I'm saying it. Okay, because I don't want to, like, I don't want anyone wasting their time. All right, and that's even almost out of just respect for that person. Okay, fine, cool, but I don't want no one wasting their time. All right, I didn't want to have to like say this, but I feel like I kind of have to now. Okay, and I'm not going to be DMing nobody and be like, hey, you know, I don't know. I'm going to say it here publicly. I ain't DMing nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know, everyone can do what they want to do. Fine. Like I said, I don't walk around hating nobody, but I don't want nothing to do with anybody on those particular teams either. I want to be very clear about that. I don't rock with that shit. And so I'm going to choose who I connect with and who I don't. And that's my right. So, and I'm not saying anyone's contesting that, but I'm just, you know, some folks think they have more, you know, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not referring or singling anyone out. I'm just speaking in general because I notice some of them can be very aggressive to where they want to, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause the beast to be unleashed. Cause like, I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just living my thing. I'm just doing my thing, you know? And it's like, we don't play on the same team, in the same sport, in the same fucking state, in the same country, in the same planet, in the same universe, period. And I just want to be very, very clear about that. Okay? So there you go. Thank you. Thank you. See, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly do get love here and I appreciate it. And that's all I want to say, you know? That's all I want to say. Like, I even have it to the point where, like, I've announced on a lot of my other platforms. Like, if I post some slutty shit of me and you're not an organic motherfucking goddess, like, commenting on it, like, I'm blocking your ass. You know what I'm saying? Call it what you want. I don't give a fuck. Call it what you want. That's how I feel. In real life, in my actual fucking reality, like, do you think I want compliments for some nigga? You fucking crazy? I don't. I don't. Keep that shit. All right? That ain't got nothing to do with me. I just do my thing. I go through my world and I just do my thing. I don't bother nobody. I don't inject my shit on or try to on anybody else. I just do my thing, but I stand on my motherfucking square. And I know I've never actually stated this shit, but I'm stating it now. And I will have to, if I got to state it again, I'll state it again. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing. I'm not playing. So I just thought I'd say that. Okay. But yeah. So in the words of Biggie, you know, us actual, you know what I'm saying? Us gods are like a very rare breed because a lot of these gods, their switch goes back and forth two different ways. We'll just say it like that. Okay. There's a huge epidemic with that shit. Whatever, I don't care. Everyone has a right to do what they want to do in the privacy of their own thing. They choose what they want. If you think you're a kitchen table, hey, fuck it. All right. I don't care. But don't get mad at me if I look at you and I'm like, you are not a kitchen table to me. You'll never be. Like, you're just not. All right. So I don't give a shit. This world can do the most. I don't give I'm not of this world. So some of us really are 10 toes down with our shit. Okay. We're really that. All right. So that's just it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. You know, that's it. And I'm referring to, let me be, since I'm fucking being clear, let me just be a little bit more clear. I'm referring specifically, you know, to the males who are, you know, on Team Fructose or Transmissions, because I personally, I love lesbians. I really fucking do. I love y'all, period. Because I don't care what, if you got, like, if you took your titties out and you took testosterone, you're trying to like get all buffed and grow a mustache, you're still, you know what I'm saying? Like, in my eyes, you're still what you was when you popped out your mom's vagina. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Hey, whatever, respect, you know, salute. But just, I love lesbians. Okay. But all the other shit, I do not fucks with. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Hey, y'all have a great fucking night. And I love you back, Gordy. You already know that. Y'all have a great fucking night. You know what I'm saying? A wonderful night. Wonderful. And wonderful Friday and all of that. If I don't see you tomorrow, whatever. But yeah, I'm serious. I was born from a vagina. And if I am lucky, if I'm fucking lucky, I will die in one. Okay? That's how I look at it. So, and that's how I truly feel in every fiber of my being, every ounce. If you know, you know. Like, I love y'all. And y'all are under attack too. Like, y'all be getting attacked all the time too. And I dare someone to try to fucking attack my god, like my goddesses, my organic fucking goddesses. Like, don't. Anyways, good night, biker shorts. Cynthia, salute to you. Mucho more, everybody. All right, I'm out of here.